Hello students, now we are going to see some basic concepts in this chapter. That is conductors, insulators, bound charges and free charges. So there is no derivation based upon these points, only you should know what is meant by the conductors, insulators and bound charges, free charges. Okay. So conductors, we do the definitions. Basic definition for the conductor, it is the substance which carries electric current easily through it, that is said to be a conductor. And how to define insulator? The substance which does not carry the electric current. Why? Because insulator consists of more bound electrons compared to the conductors. Means I can say in conductors there are free electrons are available for the conduction when we apply some electrical field. So they are said to be conductor. And even we apply the electric field, then what happens? Number of electrons, they are not breaking the bonds, doesn't take part into the electrical conductivity after the application of the electrical field. That's why they are said to be insulators. Okay. So let us see about the basic concept regarding the conductors. So as we know the conductor, okay, this is said to be any metal, or I can say conductor, in which positive charges and negative charges having equal number of protons equal to number of electrons. Means this metal is said to be neutral. Why neutral? Because total charge is said to be zero. Total charge is zero आहे ना, जितके प्रोटॉन्स तितकेच इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहे, म्हणजे टोटल चार्ज या कंडक्टरचा किती आहे? झिरो आहे. म्हणजे हा कंडक्टर कसा आहे? न्यूट्रल कंडक्टर आहे. Means this conductor is said to be neutral. Okay. So let us see the basic concept regarding the induction that we have already started in the 11th standard electrostatics chapter. So any metal, I can consider metal like this. Number of positive charges, negative charges are there. Okay. This is said to be uncharged conductor. This is said to be uncharged conductor placed near charged body. Placed near a charged body. Is it clear? Charged body, I can say positive or negative, no problem. Okay. So when this charged body keeping near to this conductor, what happens? Instead of getting neutral, now what happens? Number of electrons are moving to the one boundary of the metal, and number of positive ions, that is the protons, moving to the other boundary of the metal, and remaining still are said to be neutral. When this charged body is keeping near to this body. Is it clear? So electrons and positive ions, there is force of attraction. There is force of attraction. Okay. So due to this force of attraction, what happens? Electrons are moving to the one end of the metal. It is not moving outside the metal, because outside what is present? Air. So air is acting as a resistance for the flow of the electrons. So when electrons moving to the one side, positive ions moving to the other side, then what happens? Some positive ions are present in these materials, some negative ions are present in this material. But I want to remove these negative charges. Then what should I do? I can connect this metal to this ground. Means what happens? All the electrons are going towards ground. So it remains only positive ions. Means I can say 3 plus positive ions are extra positive ions created on this metal surface. So I can say this is the charged conductor. Earlier it was uncharged, now it is charged conductor. So these free positive ions or these free electrons, it was said to be ground, but before going to the ground earlier, these are said to be free, easily available for the conduction. That's why they are said to be a conductors. Because and actually if we see into the orbit diagram, then what happens? Electrons are bound to the positive charged nucleus. Okay, and these electrons are said to be loosely bound. Why it is said to be loosely bound? Because binding energy to bind the electrons from the positive charged nucleus of outer orbit electrons is very less. That's why they are said to be loosely bound within the metal. Once we supply minimum energy, electron is totally separated from the orbit and going to the one end of the metal plate. Even they are inside the metal, they are not going outside the metal. That's why these charge carriers are said to be bound charges. They are said to be free but bound. आता हा फ्री झाला आहे, हा याच्याशी बाउंड होता अगोदर, आता बाउंड आहे का नाही. This charge is said to be free charge, and if you apply the electric field, this charge produces the electric current. But can this charge moving outside the surface of this conductor? No. Means this charge is said to be a bound charge. This charge is said to be a bound charge. Okay. So as we know the conditions for these positive charge, negative charge, conditions for neutral charge condition here. Okay, neutral condition है, total charge should be 0. What is mean by bound charge? Loosely bound electrons separate from the atom. Then what happen? Atom means positive, electrons means negative. Charges are said to be separated. म्हणजे हे काय झाले दोघांना फ्री झाले. But they are inside the metal. They are not able to move outside the metal. Means these charges are said to be bound charges. These charges are said to be bound charges. If this is the case for any solid, in electrolyte, electrolyte मध्ये काय असतं, एक असा बीकर असतो. Okay, there are two electrodes. One is said to be positive and second is said to be negative. Voltage is applied. When voltage applied, what happens? Whatever the chemical is present within this chemical dissolves and a reaction starts. When we apply the potential difference, then what happens? Negative charges from the solution moving towards positive charges. Is it clear? So these electrons are moving to the one end. After that end, electrons are not moving. Means these charge carriers, electrons having two limits. They are present within this boundary only. Even they are here or here, they are moving towards this final end. Means in electrolyte solutions, there is always restriction. There is always limitation for the flow of electron from their own position to the next electron. I can say this is to be positive. So in electrolyte, electrons having the limitations. In actual solid, electrons having limitation. Which limitation? It can be going towards the boundary of the metals. या boundary electron इतना असेल किंवा इतना असेल, either here or here. But they are moving. They are not moving outside the conductor. Means they are bound charges. Here also they are said to be bound because they are bounded by the two limitations. One is said to be positive end of the battery of the electrode, and second is said to be positive end of the battery, or I can say it is said to be electrode. So in both cases there is a limitation. Here limitation is two electrodes. Here limitation is said to be boundary of the conductor. Once electrons separate from the atom, electrons becomes negative charge. So it is free. He is free to move anywhere. Sometimes it may reach here, sometimes it may reach here. Positive ion sometimes may reach here, sometimes may reach here. Okay, so after supplying some energy or electric field, electrons and positive charge ions are get separated. I can draw a basic figure. Here. Positive ions separated out of this plus minus, and negative ions are separated after the application of electric field. म्हणजे बघा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कशा असणार आहे, moving from positive to negative. Is it clear? So what happens? Instead of getting overlap, now the charges are said to be separated. इथं कोण आहे? Free electrons. इथं कोण आहे? Free positive ions. When electric field, external electric field is applied, which starts from positive end ends to negative end, then what happens? Number of charges are get separated from each other. When number of electrons or number of positive ions get separated by some distance from each other, then this process separation of charges after the application of electric field. The separation of charges after the application of electric field, this process is called as the polarization. Polarization of charges. Charges polarize zale, plus minus polarize. Even they can combine or they may not combine. That will be seen later. But when we apply the electric field, number of charges are said to be separated. Positive charges to one side of the conductor, negative charges to the other side of the conductor. When this condition produced by some distance d, it is said to be polarized condition. Means positive charges and negative charges get separated from each other by certain distance. This phenomenon or this process is called as the polarization of the charges. So some basic concepts are there. What is conductor? The substance which passes electricity easily through it. Why? Because it contains number of free electrons. Why insulator doesn't carry the current? Because maximum number of electrons are strongly bounded to the nucleus, so it is not possible to eject the electron from the insulator. That's why they doesn't carry the electric or they doesn't pass electric current through it. Okay. So how the free charges are created? If we place charged body near to the uncharged conductor, then due to induction, induction is there is no actual contact. There is no actual contact. So without any actual contact, there is a force present between these two. That's why neutral condition converts into negative charge and positive charge condition. So when these two charges separated from each other, we will get which condition? Polarization condition. And when this material is said to be earthen, electrons moving to the ground, positive charges remain on the conductor, so conductor becomes now charged conductor. Earlier it was uncharged. Now it is said to be a charged conductor. So these are some basic phenomena that I can see here within this book. It is definition for conductor and insulator, free charges, bound charges that we have seen. Even they are said to be free. They are bounded by the particular conductor only. Okay. And in electrolyte always there is a movement of the electrons within the two limits. One electron negative, second electron positive. So this is the boundary again. Means again these electrons are said to be bounded. They are not moving outside this particular electron. So these are some basic concepts we should know. And insulator, number of electrons are tightly bound. Here electron is said to be loosely bound. But in insulator, number of electrons are tightly bound to the nucleus. Electrons are said to be tightly bound to the nucleus. That's why they doesn't eject from the orbit and hence doesn't carry the electric current. So they are direct conductor of electricity, and this is conductor is a good conductor of the conductor is a substance which passes the electricity easily through it. So try to understand the conductor insulator concept, how this uncharged condition converted into charged condition. When electrons are ejected from the atom, electrons are said to be free but bounded. Positive ions said to be free but bounded. Okay. And when electrons and positive ions separated from each other by certain distance d, they are said to be polarized. Okay. Now again the next basic concept, that is dielectrics and polarization. So in the earlier case we discussed about how the positive ions and negative ions are said to be separated from each other. Once they separated by a certain distance, or I can say finite distance, then charges are said to be polarized. This phenomenon is said to be polarization of the charges. But when these charges are said to be polarized, they have ability to store the charges by the material. When material is said to be polarized, means what happens? Positive ions on one side, negative ions on other side by certain distance d. Means I can say these charges are said to be stored on one end and on the other end. So I can write here dielectrics. This is one property. Dielectric constant. I think you heard this word. Dielectric constant K. Dielectric constant K. So dielectric is the property of material to store the electric charges. If ability of the material to store the charges is minimum, then force of attraction is maximum. Charges can again attract towards each other. So in a simple manner I can write the definition is the ability of material to store इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस, म्हणजे काय ती एनर्जी आहे ना, टू स्टोअर इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस as energy, means I can say to store electric energy. It is called as a dielectric material. Dielectric, two electric charges, one is said to be positive, other is said to be negative. Dielectric charges store करण्याची जी ability असते मटेरियलची, त्या abilityला काय म्हणायचं, that ability is called as the dielectric material, or I can say it is said to be simply dielectric property. When these two materials get separated from each other, when after the application of electric field, then these two charges separated by certain distance due to application of electric field starts from positive ends to negative. This phenomenon is called as the polarization of light. बघा या दोन्ही कशा झाल्या, जर चार्जेस सेपरेट झाले तर पोलरायझेशन, आणि पोलरायझेशन झाल्यानंतर या चार्जेसना आई कसं स्टोअर करून ठेवलं, ती त्या मटेरियलची काय असणार आहे, डायइलेक्ट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी. ॲबिलिटी टू स्टोअर द चार्जेस आहे ना, परत मिक्स होतील नाही, टू स्टोअर द चार्जेस, दॅट इज सेड टू बी डायइलेक्ट्रिक. मग डायइलेक्ट्रिक व्हॅल्यू जर जास्त असेल तर काय असणार आहे, फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन कमी. डायइलेक्ट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी जास्त म्हणजे ॲबिलिटी टू स्टोअर द चार्जेस ही जास्त असेल तर चार्जेस परत ओव्हरलॅप होणार नाही. चार्जेस ओव्हरलॅप झाले याचा अर्थ काय, डायइलेक्ट्रिक कॉन्स्टंट और डायइलेक्ट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर मटेरियल इज सेड टू बी लेस. ही कन्सेप्ट तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा. आय कॅन कन्सिडर द एक्झाम्पल ओके ऑफ HCl. So this dielectric concept splits into, हे HCl एक्झाम्पल मी घेणार आहे, splits into polar dielectrics, or I can say polar molecules. Polar substances, polar molecules, polar dielectrics सगळ्याचे meaning एकच आहे. So this is one property of the dielectric material, and second property of dielectric material I can write here non-polar substances. Polar and non-polar substances. So here said to be polar dielectrics, here is said to be non-polar. याचं meaning काय, non-polar dielectrics. एक बेसिक डिस्कशन करू. हे HCl घेतो एक्झाम्पल, HCl म्हणजे या HClचा मी आयटम असा काढतो बघा, हे H आहे प्लस हे काय Cl मायनस, सो आय कॅन से distribute this HCl like this, H plus and Cl minus. If you apply the electric field, you are applying electric field means what? You are applying electric field means you are applying force per unit charge ना, म्हणजे चार्जेस वरती किती फोर्स अप्लाय होतोय, F. चार्जेस वरती किती फोर्स अप्लाय होतोय, F इज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्डची व्हॅल्यू इनटू त्या चार्जची व्हॅल्यू 1.6 जी असते ते. So if you apply the electric field like this, then how this HCl changes its structure? This spherical symmetry of the HCl splits into dumbbell shape. Okay, like this. Plus will be here, minus will be here. Is it clear? They are separated by some distance d. Means what? Polarization takes place when you apply electric field to the material of this HCl solution. What happens? Dipoles are created. Two poles. One is said to be negative pole and second is said to be positive. So after the application of electric field, the material converts into a dipole. Okay. If you remove the field, if is said to be 0, the material still in the dipole states, or I can say the material still in the polarized state. फील्ड अप्लाय केल्यानंतर डायपोल झाला, डंबेल शेप तयार झाला. फील्ड रिमूव्ह केल्यानंतर परत असं स्ट्रक्चर यायला पाहिजे, पण तसं येत नाही. मटेरियल इज स्टील इन द पोलराइज्ड स्टेट. सो द मटेरियल विच डझंट, बघा हा पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह CG सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ पॉझिटिव्ह आयन इज इक्वल टू निगेटिव्ह आयन सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ निगेटिव्ह आयन. इथे काय झालं, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ पॉझिटिव्ह आयन इज टोटली ओव्हरलॅप विथ द सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ निगेटिव्ह आयन्स. म्हणजे दोघांची CG सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी एकमेकांवरती ओव्हरलॅप झाले, म्हणून हा काय न्यूट्रल आहे. आता काय झालं, ड्यू टू ऍप्लिकेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज मूव्हिंग टू द वन एंड अँड निगेटिव्ह चार्ज मूव्हिंग टू दी वन एंड. निगेटिव्ह मूव्ह हियर, पॉझिटिव्ह मूव्हिंग हियर. म्हणजे काय झालं, CG वॉज ओव्हरलॅपिंग अर्लियर. या केसला CG काय होत होतं, ओव्हरलॅप होत होतं. आता काय झालं, याची CG कुठं येत आहे, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ दिस प्लस इज हियर, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ निगेटिव्ह चार्ज इट इज प्रेझेंट ॲट दिस पॉईंट, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ दिस पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज इट इज प्रेझेंट ॲट दिस पॉईंट. म्हणजे काय झालं, दोघांची इथं दोघांची CG होती. आता काय झालं, पॉझिटिव्ह इकडे गेला, निगेटिव्ह इकडे गेला. कशामुळे, ड्यू टू ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा जी काय सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ओव्हरलॅप होती दोघांची एकाच ठिकाणी, ही सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी काय झाली, सेपरेट झाली. ओके, सो पॉझिटिव्ह आयन हॅव सेपरेट सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी, निगेटिव्ह आयन दॅट इज इलेक्ट्रॉन हॅव सेपरेट सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी when you apply some electric field. But when electric field is removed, can this center of gravity of positive ion and negative ion overlap? Can center of gravity of positive ion and negative ion overlap? जर overlap झाला असतं तर असं स्ट्रक्चर मिळालं असतं, पण असं मिळालं का, नाही मिळालं. म्हणजे या केसमध्ये काय झालं, when electric field is removed, zero केली, then what happens, then center of gravity of positive ion, okay, does not overlap. overlap झाले का इथं, नाही, does not overlap on center of gravity of negative ion. So the material, if you apply the electric field, it is said to be polarized. It forms a dipole. Two poles means dipole. When we remove the electric field, center of gravity of positive ion does not coincide with the center of gravity of negative ion. Such type of materials or such type of dielectrics, it is called as the non-polar molecules, or I can say non-polar substances, or I can say non-polar dielectrics. So how can we define first type of dielectric? non-polar में क्या करते हैं, overlap होता नहीं, ये तो overlap होता है, वो क्या है, polarization. इक्वेशन खूप सिंपल है. So when we apply the electric field, center of gravity of positive charge and negative charge get separated, so it forms a dipole. And here is what happens, polarization takes place. जर इथं पोलरायझेशन झालं, याचा अर्थ काय, डायइलेक्ट्रिक कॉन्स्टंट के दोघांच्या मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहे. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड रिमूव्ह केली तर काय व्हायला पाहिजे, असं स्ट्रक्चर मिळायला पाहिजे, पण ते मिळत नाही. CG of positive doesn't overlap with CG of negative. Even we remove the electric field, then such type of substances, such type of molecules, such type of dielectrics with these two charges, it is said to be non-polar molecules or non-polar substances. So here is the first point of this dielectric, that is a non-polar substances or non-polar dielectrics. But the CG overlap झाले तर काय, if center of gravity gets overlap, then what happen, center of gravity gets overlap, then such type of molecules or such type of the polar these substances are called as the polar molecules, or I can say polar dielectrics. फील्ड अप्लाय केली, डायइलेक्ट्रिक झालं, फील्ड रिमूव्ह केली, परत Cg ऑफ पॉझिटिव्ह ओव्हरलॅप विथ Cg ऑफ निगेटिव्ह. सच टाइप ऑफ सबस्टन्सेस इट इज कॉल्ड एज द पोलार मॉलिक्युल्स. मग पोलार मॉलिक्युलची डेफिनेशन कशी देणार? व्हेन इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज रिमूव्ड देन Cg of positive ion overlap with Cg of negative ion. या ठिकाणी Cg of negative ion द्यायचं राहिलं. ओके. When electric field is removed, then Cg of positive ion overlap with Cg of negative ion. Such type of molecules are said to be polar molecules. आणि overlap झालं नाही तर non polar molecules. त्यामुळे conclusion part या केसमध्ये काय सांगितलं बघा. Cg overlap after removal of electric field, it is called as the polar molecules. Cg doesn't overlap after the removal of the electric field, it is called as the non-polar molecules. So these polar molecules and the non-polar molecules are the examples or these types of the dielectrics. Dielectrics two types, non-polar dielectrics and first is said to be a polar dielectrics. मग हे HCl एक्झाम्पल कशाचं आहे? नॉन पोलरचं आहे. या ठिकाणी HCl येतो बघा, बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल. आणि पोलार मॉलिक्युल्सचं एक्झाम्पल, बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल इट इज सेड टू बी H2O. I can write here like this. Okay, and here H plus C minus. So try to understand the two types of the dielectric, polar molecules and non-polar molecules. Non-polar ला काय? Cg doesn't overlap. Polar molecules साठी काय? Cg overlap after the removal of the electric field. Okay. So here we can stop. In the next lecture we will see the next point of this chapter. Thank you.